There's a lot of questions all the way through. We're joined now by one of the contestants vying for Star Baker, Dean Gaffney, of course better known as Albert Square's much-loved Robbie. Morning.
Morning.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's lovely to see you.
Yeah.
So talk us through your baking expertise, Dean. Was it something that you've loved as a child? You were desperate to get into that tent to show off how good you are?
No. If you can imagine Frank Spencer being in the kitchen, I've got flour in my hair, eggs all over my apron. I mean, I've got all the gear, but no idea whatsoever.
I mean, you didn't even know how to put the apron on.
No.
What was it like when you walked into the tent? Did you suddenly feel the pressure, though? Because all of a sudden, I can imagine, oh, yeah, that sounds like a great idea,
And then
bit of a laugh. And then you're suddenly there and you're like,
very
I've got to
real.
make this
Definitely.
happen.
You're walking into a great British institution. You know,
Sure.
as soon as you walk into the tent and you see Paul and Prue and whatever, you kind of go, oh, OK, here we are, we've arrived. It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am running around like a headless chicken, but I think that's what makes good TV.
Part of your charm.
Exactly.
Had you done much practice, though? Because you know you're going to go in, so you sort of obviously do a little bit of, swatting up on the baking front.
If I'm honest, I leave things to the last minute. So I was running around one of the supermarkets the day before with a researcher, and I'm going, oh, what does Villa extract mean? And she's like, have you got no clue? When they did we did like a Zoom chat, and they were like, oh my word, you actually have no clue whatsoever.
But by the way, though, you did very nicely. So the first one was like a Christmas log.
Yes.
They said, not so much for the kind of the appearance, but the taste was amazing.
And I suppose that's all that matters, really, the taste.
For sure. Second one was like little meringue trees. Very good, again.
Thank you.
Didn't split your cream. Third one, the showstopper. Much more
What's the
difficult.
challenge for the showstopper?
The showstopper was to do something from a soap opera.
Right.
Scene.
Like a scene from an iconic scene. I have to say Chris Bisson's is amazing, by the way, as is everyone else's. But mine, it fell short. We had Wellard in there, which was great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, my contract had 2 pages added, and I think it was that in case anyone gets food poisoning, to sign off.
The disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. But no, but you know what? The showstopper was hard.
It was really difficult.
Really hard.
Yeah, really difficult. But you know what? You did a great job. Absolutely.
Have you continued with your baking expertise now that you're out, Dean?
I think the oven at my home has gathered dust.
Even more dust?
Even more dust.
So it's not something you're
just
into?
not for me. Do you know what? It was fun doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, being around great people, and it was, you know, we filmed that actually in July, August time.
Of course,
so
yeah.
Being in the festive spirit at that time was a bit mad. But, and the creators' snow, it was such a great feeling. Can't believe how quickly it's come around.
I bet. And it's 7:45, Channel 4, Christmas Eve for the Bake Off Christmas special. We can't have you here, Dean. Of course, we're mid I'm a Celebrity. The contestants are now slowly being voted off. It's the last week, without reminding everybody of one of the most iconic trials of all time, of which you also star. Let's just have a little look at Dean in all his glory.
In there.
You've got it! You've got it!
Well done! Got 10 seconds.
Yeah, there, I've got... Oh, please give me some...
Got to move you on, Dean. You've got about 30 seconds
you
left.
can't leave me on, please.
3,
Quick one.
2, 1.
You cannot. We were watching it earlier. You can't watch it without a big old smile face. We can't. How do you feel watching it?
I'm still having nightmares 18 years on. But if I'm honest, we did the... I was lucky and fortunate enough to be asked to do the All-Stars.
Yes.
Best of the best. And we did that a couple of years ago in South Africa. I actually think that one was better. Number one, I've got older. And I just know what to expect now, do you know what I mean? But that was just as scary, if not worse.
Yeah. Have you been watching any of this season? What do you think? Who do you think are the front runners? And how do you feel when you watch it?
I think, you know, I mean, obviously you've worked with Ann and Dec for many years. I think they make the show. They're so comedic.
They are.
So you automatically go, all right, let's invest in this show. Again, the producers are clever who they you know, get for the show. I think Colleen's been a great sign. I think she's kept a dignified silence with her situation, which I like. I love Danny. I think he's great. Obviously, I've got to stick up for the soap opera boy, Alan.
Yeah.
I think he'd be great. You know, he's a big icon as Tyrone. So, yeah, looking forward to see who wins.
Do you think it's easier now than it was when you did it?
No. My trial recently with Joe Swash has to be the hardest one, I think, on the show's history.
Really?
Because it took 4 hours to film. Normally a trial takes about
Was this the one in
45
South Africa?
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally it's
4
about 45
hours.
minutes long. We were laughing, we couldn't get through it. Ant and Dec were going mad because we were losing the light in South Africa. The producers were pulling their hair out, but they were saying this is great TV. And obviously it wasn't live, the one we did in South Africa. So
Yes, yeah.
we could watch it, I could watch it back.
Oh, well, listen, you've provided hours of entertainment. It's just
Still
been
love it,
brilliant.
Dean. It's always great to
Always
see
loved
you.
it.
Likewise.
We'll enjoy the Bake Off Christmas
Brilliant.
special on Christmas Eve as well. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.